Hi everyone, it's kilzhot from 99 Gaming's The Walking Dead and Random Things Live number 28. So I appreciate all of you guys being here tonight. I know we did say something on Sunday night that we were going to do a live stream last night. Hopefully you guys saw the Facebook post and noticed that we did table that because we had streams all day on Sunday. We had the reaction on Sunday and we covered most of the episode. There wasn't a whole lot of storyline, so apologize if we didn't get it out to you guys quick enough, letting you know that it's going to be canceled. But we are back with Random Things tonight, so I appreciate all of you guys being here. And of course, tomorrow we'll do our Wednesday walkers. We'll talk a little bit of spoilers. So we are back in full force. Appreciate all of you guys being here. And plus, you had a chance to go chill and watch a little bit of football and do some Monday night stuff as well. So tonight's topics, we're going to be all over the place tonight. So you can just take like a quick glance. It's going to go anywhere between some news that's out there, some fads. We are going to do some iTunes trivia at the end of this. I did let you guys know in advance. I'll do Google Play next week, so we'll mix it up a little bit. Sorry I didn't pick up any Google Play cards, but I do have iTunes cards. And if you guys are paying attention to the other channels, if you guys are subscribed, trivia questions should be relatively easy. If you haven't been watching the other videos and haven't been participating, then you might struggle a little bit. So next week, I would say be a little bit more prepared. But it's too late now. You had all week long to get ready. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you being here. I see a couple people popping in. Let's just get this thing started because I see some of the moderators are here. We're going to be kind of back and forth. Plus, we did not do Random Things last Tuesday because it was Halloween. So we do have to finish the 80s showdown tonight. And remember, we left it with 5 different possibilities. So it's not going to be a joke tonight. We're going to go hardcore. So let's Bandit wants to be my right hand. Sure. You know what? I need an extra right hand sometimes. We're going to start out with just a little bit of news. This was interesting, I guess, to say the least. And there's been various dialogues. You guys know I like to do a little bit of dialogue kind of on the side and keep up with current events and also social media. And I am a critic sometimes of social media, even though I kind of make a living off social media, right? I mean, I'm on YouTube, and that is a form of social media because there is communicating. But we live in a day and age where opinions are very, very common, even in some cases where maybe it's best to table some of it, I guess. Let me just get to the point. So I saw an article today, and it went viral about pepper spray. Pepper spray is relatively harmless. Our grime's like, I want to be pepper sprayed. So there was a school that had a science project, and for extracurricular activity, they had some officers come in, and the students could be pepper sprayed if their parents signed a waiver for extra credit only. You don't have to do it. It's not like they're lining up and saying, "Hey, you were bad. Shh, you know. Hey, your homework's, should have, had Cliff's notes in your paper or whatever." Wait, no, you wouldn't have Cliff's. You get it. You get the point. You get where I'm going with this. I was almost like a Cam Newton slip. I don't know if I'll get to that in a minute. If you guys saw the Cam Newton quote, it was pretty incredible. But anyway, the point is they didn't have to do it. It was voluntary. So because other people chimed in on it, it became a big deal. So now people that aren't even involved in it have their 2 cents, and it's a bigger deal to the people that weren't involved in it than it was to the people that got involved in it. You see what I'm saying with that? So I guess my question is, and I want to use a little bit of this opportunity to kind of go after social media, number one. And number two, is there something that a lot of these kids, they're not only doing the pepper spray challenge, they're doing other challenges, whether it's eating a lot of bread or drinking a lot of water or whatever the case may be. So pepper spray is probably going to bother you for a little bit, maybe 30 minutes, and after that you're going to get over it. It's not like they were spraying just tons and tons. It was just a little bit. It's like, and some of them were a little over dramatic. They spiced it up to make it spiced it up. They hyped it up to be a little bit more than what it was. So my question is, type a 999 in chat if you've ever been pepper sprayed, number one, and number two, let me know why you would have been pepper sprayed. Let me know, was it just something you did, or did you spray a little bit on yourself, or did you actually do something that warranted being pepper sprayed? That's where I was getting at, Timothy. Timothy, tased. Being tased by a person is one thing. Tasing yourself is like a whole different animal, man. I don't know. It's like I'm about to do it. I can't do it. Yeah, I don't think I could ever tase myself. A tequila challenge, Wilson. You know, I'm sure that could happen. A hot chip challenge. Zane Thomas has been pepper sprayed. Rick Grimes has been pepper sprayed. Steph pepper sprayed someone. Get away from my deer. Shh. Who else? So, yeah, some people pepper sprayed themselves. Well, Lonnie's like, I need to get out more. I've never pepper sprayed myself. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the world we live in now. There's either a challenge or extracurricular. So this is really like a two-part theme. One is, I understand we have a social responsibility, but it's not your kid. It's not your waiver. There's no need for you to get involved in this conversation. If people deem it safe and it's an experiment and there's a waiver and it's done, then leave it alone. Don't chime in from 1,000 miles away and say, I can't believe someone, you know, did that to their kid. It wasn't just one kid. It was like 30 kids that lined up. And from what I've gathered, they're all perfectly healthy. They burnt for a little bit, you know, 15, 20 minutes, burning their nostrils, and after that, there's no long-term damage. So let's table all that desire to really rally around and get an opinion around something that's important. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to be passionate about something, be passionate about something other than kids volunteering to be pepper sprayed for a science project, because there's a whole lot of other things that you can get involved in. Save those tweets and save all that energy for saving pets. There you go. Divert that energy to helping pets, and then you'll feel better about it. I agree, Salem. Let's say, how could someone do that to themselves without closing their eyes? I mean, I would let someone pepper spray me to see what it's, I mean, if it's for a good cause, or if you want to teach people this is what it feels like, or this is, I mean, I'll have to do a little bit more research. I don't know really the gist of it. Why? Maybe it was a lesson in law enforcement. You know what? Maybe I'll do a pepper spray challenge. That'd be like my first video on 999 Life. I'm just going to walk out and, hey, this is kilzhot 999 Gaming. Just pepper spray myself. I won't tase myself. Yeah, see, that's my point, Lindsay. People are so offended about little things these days, and a lot of times it's things that have nothing to do with them. And that's all I'm going to say. It's just, save it for something that is a bigger deal. I can give you, well, here, let's try this. So, and let's not be political, but type something in chat right now that you think would be more important to focus your energy on than kids getting pepper sprayed and getting a waiver. Just type one thing. Because I would love to go back and just the history of some of these people that tweet about it and speak out. I would like to see their Twitter history and say, oh my God, they had an issue with this, and they had an issue with that, and they have an issue with that, and they have an issue with that. And I'm sure at some point you might boil it down and find a lot of these people just have issues with everything. There's nothing that can happen to please certain people because they always have to give their 2 cents. They're always gonna take the negative approach to anything that happens. There you go. Faith Rose, right out of the gate, says drugs. Getting your sprinkler fixed. I get some. Walani says global warming. Zane says working out. Hey, how about, like I said, I'm not going to get political. Not here. But there were elections today. So maybe go get involved in your elections. Exactly. I see tons of other things that are really good stuff. All right, everybody. So we're going to move topics. I just had to, it was interesting news, so I had to get it out there. We are rapidly closing in on holiday fads. This guy got his iPhone 10 today. So I think in one of the streams I might have alluded to it or told you. So the iPhone 10 went on sale. I don't remember which day it was. Was it November? Was it 3rd? No, it wasn't 3rd. Whatever. Anyway, it was that Friday morning. I remember because it was 12 o'clock West Coast time. You had to order from Apple. So I set the alarm 3 a.m. East Coast time, and actually it wasn't. I didn't set it for 3 a.m. I set it for 2:50, like 10 minutes early. And if you ever set your alarm like a few minutes early and you think that it's the right thing to do, but then when you wake up at 2:50, you realize, oh, I got 10 more minutes left. And then you fall back asleep. Well, anyway, this happened. So I woke up at 4 a.m. panicking, like, oh my gosh, I got to get this iPhone 10. You know, this is the first day, and you know, I got to pre-order it because I'm an Apple freak. I love them, love Apple products. So anyway, the point of the story is I didn't get to order it till 4 a.m. And because I didn't get to order it, I knew I wasn't going to get it on the first day, which was November 3rd was the first day that it actually went out. So that's why I remember that. But that 1 hour, they told me that it was going to be like December 15th or December 18th. Well, they started producing a little faster. So I got the shipment today. So I'm pretty excited about that. That's my holiday fad, is my Apple stuff. Haven't taken it out of the box yet. I was wondering if I should eBay it and sell it for double. It's bad. Because it's got the wireless charging and all the stuff that I want. But anyway, I thought this is a big deal because people thought that if this iPhone 10 didn't come out, it was going to be a problem for Christmas. And this is the Christmas fad, right? There's a lot of Apple products that are coming out. Last year it was the AirPods. AirPods got pushed back. I couldn't even get my AirPods till like February. But I got them. But not for Christmas. So I have a list. And some of these I don't recognize. But as we're getting closer and closer to the holidays, I'm going to give you a list of the top 10 holiday fads of all time. And then you're going to guess a couple of these, and at the end of it, we'll pick a couple snubs. So, number 10, all-time holiday fad, Mr. Potato Head. Number 9 is a pet rock. Number 8, the video game Pong on Atari. Number 7, an Atari. Number 6, Cabbage Patch Kids. Number 5, Game Boy. Number 5, all-time Christmas fad. Number 4, Tickle Me Elmo. Number 3, Furby. Number 2, PlayStation 3. I will tell you, PlayStation 3, I did hustle the PlayStation 3. I was able to get 3 PlayStation 3s at, was it $650 a pop, around $600, and actually sold 2 of them for a lot, like $2,000 a piece. It was nuts. So basically I got mine for free. That was kind of neat. But that was what? When was PlayStation 3? 7, 8 years ago? It was a while. And number 1, see if you can, I got some people saying Teddy Ruxpin. That's not number 1. So the number 1 Christmas fad of all time. See if you can guess it. And I have no idea what this is. I must have been under a rock. Wilson says pepper spray. You're killing me. Yes, the number 1 Christmas fad of all time is pepper spray. We're not gonna get away from it. It's gonna be. We missed you, Wilson. It's gonna be an ongoing theme. And not an iPad. Tommy says Legos. Money. Nope. Nope. Game Boy was number 5. Jay says Chia. Nope, Furby was 3. Not the original Nintendo. So here it is. I'm going to get... Care Bear was great, too. That did not make the list. So the number 1 Christmas fad of all time. And if you know what this is, please tell me. It is I think it's pronounced Zhu Pet. Z-H-U-Z-H-U. So in 2007, 10 million Zhu Pets. What is it? And I was alive in 2007. How did I miss this fad? I don't even know what this thing is. I mean, I'm guessing by the name it is Chinese, Zhu. And there's a lot of people in China, so I could understand it being a fad. But can someone please tell me what this thing is? What are they? Lindsay knows. Okay. Tell me what it is. Yeah, Shanny's like, exactly. What the hell was that? I don't know what it is. Okay, they're like hamsters. So they're electronic, like electronic hamsters? Did Richard Gere buy a lot? That was some. I'm going to apologize for that. That was out of line. I should not have even went there. Let's see. Okay. They move around and interact like hamsters. Okay, well, a few people know what they are. So I don't feel bad because a lot of you don't know what they are. Okay, robot hamster. Fair enough. So what do you think? What do you think is the what do you think are like some of the snubs that should have been as a holiday fad? Why does this guy keep asking me, Bandit, where's Kills? This is like 3 streams in a row. Does he not have volume? Dragon Ball Z. All right, so Slinky. Yeah, there you go. Garbage Pail Kids. So I'm going to ask you, what was, of all the Christmas fads out there, clearly you know what my favorite is. What is your favorite Christmas present? Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, I get it. You can put in birthday present or you can put another holiday present. What was your favorite, not just a random present, not like a wedding present. It's got to be for a birthday or Christmas or something. Tell me what your favorite present was of all time. Some people are going to give their age away here. We're going to get like big wheels, little red wagons, Model T Fords. Mr. Midnight says Transformers. Oh, My Buddy and Me, right? Action Man. I don't know what an Action Man is. I know what a Stretch Armstrong is. Because he had a commercial. He had like a Geico commercial or something recently. Teddy Ruxpin. First guitar. Yeah, Wii. Nintendo. Yeah, it's funny. There's a lot of electronic stuff. Baby Dance Arena. Laura, I don't know what a baby dance arena is. I mean, I can probably figure it out. But there's a lot of these things here that I don't know. That I don't know. He-Man action figures I know. Oh, Easy Man said Stretch Armstrong. There you go. Somebody got it. Were there ever any like baby dolls or Barbies that you could cut their hair and their hair would grow back? Like if you wanted to be like a mini beautician? I'm not sure if there was. If there's not, we should invent one. Because I think everybody cuts at some point. They cut like their baby doll or Barbie or action figure's hair, right? So if you made one where you could like do their hair, I know there's like a Chia Pet type of thing that, you know, the stuff grows back. But how about like an actual hair growing Barbie? I don't know. Maybe it's a bad idea. I won't market that. Oh, there was? Man, see, I thought I was all creative. I thought, you know, hey, I got a good idea. Oh, Evel Knievel. Yeah, Evel Knievel. Wasn't that, the Evel Knievel wasn't like one of those things you could, like, pull back on the motorcycle and let it go and he would just kind of go on his own? Dale Murphy autographed baseball. Play-Doh barbershop. Okay, yeah. I guess that's where I got the ideas, maybe. All right, good stuff. We're going to transition into our little bit of our, it is The Walking Dead and Random Things, and we will do a little bit more Walking Dead chat tomorrow. So the initial reaction that we did on Sunday night, there wasn't a lot of emotion around Eric's death. People said they weren't overly attached to him. You can see the picture here. I did not know Eric was a Blue Man Group guy. That was kind of like news for me. So then I had to get some of this, and they were actually saying Talking Dead, like, throw me a marshmallow, I can catch anything. So after I've had time to sort of go back and watch the episode again and see a little bit of that scene, Eric was a pretty good dude. And I wish they would have capitalized on his humor a little bit more. Because even when Aaron was like at his worst moment, when he was talking about him getting shot, and, you know, it's my fault, and Eric says, what, did you shoot me? I thought his retorts were very, very, they were good. And I think my first initial reaction to it was a lot of, and just like other people, you're drawn into like how Aaron feels about it. But I don't know. I thought his interaction was the right way to go, and I would like to see them just give him a little bit more airtime. Let me see what you guys think about that. Hang on. I got a couple notes I want to check out here. The other line that he said when he was trying to get Aaron to go, he's like, go help them fight. And he goes, I can bleed here on my own. Very, very appropriate. Yeah. And AJ, I wonder about that. I mean, was it just because maybe he was busy outside of The Walking Dead and they could only you know, just give him these, even though he was kind of he was a character that was known from both the comic book and the show, but they just didn't give him much of a story arc on the television show. I just kind of found myself as he died thinking they could have done more with this character. He could have been a cool character. You know, they gave Carol the airtime and made Carol badass and make Daryl badass. And finally, you know, they put him in 4 or 5 episodes and he's kind of chiming along. But you had Abraham, and Abraham, you know, was always the king of those one-liners. But Eric could have thrown in some. He could have, you know, that sarcasm I think would have been appreciated. And apparently he did. Apparently he's a good cook. Yeah, good point too. And this is, I guess, the overall theme. This is why you have to kill characters, because you've got characters kind of waiting in the wings, waiting to be developed, and people get mad whenever somebody dies. But I mean, let's be honest here. Carl does have a story that is yet to be told, but if the rumors are true and Carl dies, there's people won't be happy about it, but the show goes on. There's so many other people that you could give more time. Jesus, Morgan, Tara, Enid, Maggie, Simon. I mean, there's so many people on the show right now, and the show's only an hour long. You can't tell the story of all these people, so they keep it fresh, honestly, by killing people. And it does give us things to talk about. We get attached to Glenn, and we'd still see Glenn being there, but at the same time, you have to write off some of these characters to keep the show moving in a certain direction. I do like that. Do you guys, I mean, we've been saying Lucille the like button. Should we pepper spray the like button? We'll add that. Richard Bishop says, do you think eventually Gavin will be one of those saviors that turns on Negan, ends up with Team Rick? Well, it's funny that the weapons are at Gavin's outpost. We found out that Gavin does have an outpost, right? And Gavin was one of the people that was up there. And first of all, when Gavin went to pick up the stuff from the kingdom, he says he didn't want stress, he didn't want any drama, that's why he's doing this. And of all the lieutenants that were up there, and we know Dwight's already turned on Negan, that Gavin is the one that said, can we just take a time out here and talk about this? So I do think that'll happen. I think he'll be the next person to jump over to the Alexandria team. Yep. I mean, AJ, the only person I would say that they could get in a lot of trouble with would be, well, Rick for one, and Daryl. Daryl does have a popularity that I guess the question would be, why kill him? He's one of your money makers on the show. Not my favorite character. I mean, I don't dislike Daryl, but he's not my favorite character on the show. Abraham was. I think that's kind of documented, and we lost Abraham. But if you got something that you know is a money maker, like that is a cash cow, you keep milking that cash cow as much as they can. So I wouldn't see him going anywhere anytime soon. And maybe the same with Negan. If Negan has a certain popularity, you keep Negan around for a while. That does come into play. It's not just about story. It's about story, and it's about what we will tolerate, what we won't tolerate as fans. But I would say other than Rick and Daryl, anybody is a possibility. All right, we are going to transition. There's some things we avoid in this because I don't want you to start your week out and we get together and we dwell on things, because Walking Dead, they're fake deaths, right? But there was someone who passed away today. It was a pitcher, former pitcher of Toronto Blue Jays and also Philadelphia Phillies. Roy Halladay, Doc, and R.I.P. He's young, 40 years old, and I can't make all these shows about just paying respects, because we'd spend a lot of time doing it, and they're tough. It's tough to do a a talk show type of thing and just dwell on that. So I did want to transition that, obviously pay our respects, but also transition because he had a cool nickname in addition to the fact he was a good pitcher, won the Cy Young a couple times. So it got me thinking about nicknames in sports, and I'm going to go ahead and give you the top 10 nicknames of all time, and then we'll throw in a few snubs as well too, because I like to do a little bit of a countdown. So coming in at number 10 was Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. So pretty awesome nickname there. Number 9, Pistol Pete Maravich. Number 8, and yeah, the big unit, Randy Johnson. Number 7 was Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson was Mr. October. Number 6, Pete Rose. One day maybe Pete Rose will get in the Hall of Fame. Charlie Hustle. Not like Pete Rose took steroids. He only bet on his own team. Come on, people. He's the all-time hits leader. Let him in the Hall of Fame. Number 5, Walter Payton. Remember Walter Payton? Chicago Bears, but also remember the Super Bowl Shuffle? They call me Sweetness because I like to dance. Running the ball is like making romance. Remember? Speedy Willie, and I'm world class. I like running, but I'd rather catch the pass. Who here knows the Super Bowl Shuffle? It's the Chicago Bears. I'm not even from Chicago. So, Sweetness, number 5. Number 4, also did a little bit of music. Prime Time, being me. Prime is easy for me. He did, Deion Sanders did his own album, Prime Time. Also did a song called Must Be the Money. Number 3, Megatron. I love that name. And the question's going to be, is Calvin Johnson going to come back? Number 2, Wayne Gretzky is the great one. And number 1 all time, go ahead. If you know anything about sports, you know what the number 1 nickname is of all time. Go ahead and give me what you think is number 1. We'll see who gets it first. I'm just kind of curious. We got some Shoeless Joe Jackson. That's a good nickname. Wasn't in the top 10, but it probably was. Refrigerator Perry. There's another one from the Super Bowl. The GOAT Tom Brady is not even a nickname. That's something that you just go around and say all day long, Tommy. Babe Ruth was the Bambino, Black Mamba, Kobe. OJ was Juice. Magic, nope. Come on. Are you telling me none of you guys? Okay, there we go. Finally, somebody got it. There you go. Easy Man. Shanny got it. Air Jordan, number 1 nickname of all time. Magic Johnson wasn't even in the top 20. Iceman George Gervin. That's a cool name, too. But yes, Air Jordan was number 1. Who was the Wizard? Was that Walt Williams? The Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. Some good stuff. I like Magic Johnson, but there was a whole lot of other people like Shoeless Joe Jackson, the Big Hurt. All those were up there. The Mailman. Yeah, I think the Mailman was up there, but Magic Johnson wasn't. That was kind of funny, too. Oh, the Wizard Ozzie Smith. That wizard. I met his brother, Lonnie Smith. Crybaby Crosby. Oh. Barry U.S. Bonds. We can see the fans, and we can see the people that they terrorized for a long time. Big Papi, that's another one that was up there. I even liked Lenny Dykstra. Lenny Dykstra's name was Nails. That's a cool name. That's a cool nickname. Or Tom Gordon for the Kansas City Royals, Flash Gordon. I mean, they weren't like they were good in their time, but they're not like, you know, Tom Gordon's not all-time great. Lenny Dykstra's not all-time great. But they had cool nicknames. But this is a conversation. Maybe we will table for 909 Sports. All right, before we get into the 80 Showdown, because we are carrying this over, just another category that I added here. It's not on the list here, but it'd be very random. So I don't even know how this came about, but I was looking up something and it had famous couples and I'm always curious what, like, you know, ranking.com or the, you know, the 10 list or Watch Mojo or what, you know, they pick like the worst couples of all time. So why not? I'm going to give you the top 10 worst couples of all time as voted by one particular website. So number 10 worst couple of all time, Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee. Number 9, worst couple of all time, Dennis Rodman and Carmen Electra. Number 8, worst couple of all time, Chris Brown and Rihanna, for obvious reasons. Number 7, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Number 6, and this one I can definitely agree with this one. Number 6 is Britney Spears and Kevin Federline. And wasn't he the dancer for her, and then he sued her for something, and then he did some commercial, like State Farm or something. Number 5, Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. Number 4, Taylor Swift and Taylor Lautner. The reason this was picked is because they said if they got married, they would both be Taylor Lautner. Guess that makes sense. That's why it's a bad couple. Number 3, Miley Cyrus and the Biebs. Number 2, Katy Perry and Russell Brand. And number 1, worst couple of all time, Timothy Young says Bobby and Whitney. Kel says Angelina and Billy Bob. Hey, you know what? I like that couple. I liked Angelina and Billy Bob. They were weirdos. I mean, I don't want to say weirdos because that's not an appropriate term. And some of you might do this. But they actually had each other's blood put in a little vial, and they wore it around each other's neck. So yeah, I thought that was a little weird. Now, I guess to each their own. So number 1 number 1 worst couple of all time. That's what I'm looking for. Not Ike and Tina. That was surprising. That should have been, though, James. It's a good pick. Someone else said that, but no. Ashton and Demi was not the worst couple of all time. Another good guess. Tommy says Rodman and Madonna. Nope. Brad and Angie. Nope. All right, I'll give it away. This person liked to go on talk shows and jump around on sofas. Now maybe you can figure it out. Let's see if that hint gives it away. Oh, Sonny and Cher was a good couple. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. It's got to be... There you go. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. Voted worst couple of all time. Not by me. I'm just repeating. You know what, Easy Man? Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain. That would have been a good pick, too. Cool. All right. We're going to move into something that's been put off for a couple of weeks. I know there's high drama because we got to get back to it. And I called a little bit of flack because, well, there was not a decisive winner between Fleetwood Mac and Hall & Oates. So I had to call it a tie. And because I called it a tie, we now have the semifinals and the finals. And the semifinals has 5. And people don't like when it's odd numbers, but this is the way it's going to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a 3-for-all, and then we'll have a one-on-one matchup. So prepare for this. And then we're going to put those two and lock heads with those two. And it's going to be a little bit tougher because the group of 3, obviously, and then we'll narrow it down to 1. So the group of 3 is make sure everybody's ready. Fleetwood Mac, Billy Joel, and Queen. Fleetwood Mac, Billy Joel, and Queen. We know Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks, all the greatness there. Billy Joel, how can you argue with that? And Queen has been dominating everybody. It's like anytime I put Queen up as a suggestion, the Freddie Mercury fans just come out and it's like, bam. But today, you got Billy Joel in there, so oh, look at this. There it is again. It's like anytime it's a runaway again. Look, we got Queen, 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 Fleetwood Mac, Queen, Billy Joel. Has to be Queen. Has to be. We're going to call this. Wow. All right, we got our first finalist. We can stop right there. I love Stevie Nicks. I do like me some Billy Joel. I've done some Billy Joel serenades the last couple broadcasts of this. But there's no doubt about it. Queen into the finals for greatest 80s bands of all time. Sorry, Emmy. They paid their dues time after time. Now they're in the finals. And who will face them? It doesn't rhyme. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to get the next matchup. And I'm going to cast my vote already. And it's like I'm running for office. I'm going to make a strong, strong case. But the other semifinal matchup is... We got somebody singing Uptown Girl. It's too late. Said you can't sing Uptown Girl now because Billy Joel's already lost. Well, Lindsay, I don't think it was a tough one because it was like 90% Queen. All right, here we go. Metallica's not in anymore. They got eliminated. All right, here's your next semifinal matchup. Prince. Think about this first. Let me just slow it down a little bit. Prince, Little Red Corvette, 1999. Anything from Purple Rain is awesome. But the sleeper team that many people didn't think would make it this far, Hall & Oates, Maneater, Private Eyes. Your Kiss is on my list. Think 80s. Think hits. This should be closer than you realize. Because if you match hit for hit, both had a lot of hits. Maybe Prince had the bigger, well, not maybe. Prince definitely had the bigger album. But there's a lot of little small Hall & Oates. It's like, do you want $1 million or do you want $1 million bills? Because that's kind of what it boils down to. All right, so here we go. We got Prince. We got another Prince all the way from Lindsay Luke. Salem Blue is coming in Hall & Oates. James is saying Prince. Brene is saying Prince. D. Mooney's giving me some Hall & Oates. Chevy is saying Prince. Easy Man Prince. Jeff Kerrigan Prince. Working Dead Prince. Man, this is not looking good for my Hall & Oates. I'm going to have to, oh man, it's Prince in a landslide. Won't you smile one time for me, Sarah? All right, at least I have to, I was hoping Hall & Oates, that was my dark horse. I even put them in the thumbnail. I was trying to do some subliminal advertising. I thought at least if you saw Hall & Oates, maybe you'd give them a little credit, but they cannot take down the juggernaut that is Prince. So Prince in a landslide. So we've got two people in the finals that are juggernauts. There's no doubt, right? So honestly, I don't know. My heart wanted Hall & Oates to take home the victory, but it wasn't to be. So I can't think of two more appropriate 80s icons than Queen and Prince. I mean, we went through what? Def Leppard. Here, I'm gonna go back just a couple weeks. Let me refer to some notes here. Give me 1 second. When this all started, because it started with a pretty long list. If I still have the long list. I mean, we went through 32 different bands to get down to this point. Wow, that's like the quarterfinals. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to give you a list of where we started. It's Queen and Prince. And there were some snubs in there. But here's the original list that we started out with. Motley Crue, Janet Jackson, Billy Joel, Public Enemy, Bon Jovi, Hall & Oates, Aerosmith, Journey, Phil Collins, Whitney Houston, Wham, Michael Jackson, Guns N' Roses, Tina Turner, Fleetwood Mac, AC/DC, The Beastie Boys, Chicago, Pat Benatar, Metallica, Prince, The Police, Cyndi Lauper, Elton John, R.E.M., Queen, Huey Lewis and the News, Duran Duran, Run DMC, Billy Idol, Madonna, and Def Leppard. With a few snubs. Okay, but Lindsay, let's be honest here. Okay, maybe Poison should have been in there, but Poison wasn't going to be in the finals. And don't get me wrong, I like me some Poison. And every rose does have its thorn. But it wouldn't have mattered. Because we have to admit, and going through all this list and all the different people, probably the two that were going to be here are here. I mean, you could probably make an argument and say Michael Jackson definitely could have been there. But remember, you voted Prince over Michael Jackson. So that wasn't me voting, that was you. AC/DC was another one that could have gotten a little bit farther. Journey was another one. But I feel pretty comfortable with where we're at right now. Whitney, you guys knocked Whitney out. I didn't. Whitney lost, who took Whitney down? She went down early, I think. Queen. You guys picked Queen over Whitney Houston. That was in week number 2. So, here we are. All right, now we need to pay special attention to this because we're going to do the finals right now. Don't type it yet. I need you guys to help. This might be close. So you guys help me kind of keep a little bit of a tally. So here we are starting right now, your 80s showdown. We're going to pick the greatest 80s band of all time. Is it Queen or is it Prince? Leave your comments below. Only type it one time, please. So we can get just a pretty accurate idea of what everybody thinks. Queen or Prince? There'll be some people really, really torn with this one. All right, we're going to start getting the votes in. He said Debbie Gibson. You're killing me, man. All right, Queen, 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 Queen. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 0, 9 to 1, 10 to 1, 10 to 2, 11 to 2, 12 to 2, 12 to 3, 13 to 3, 14 to 3. Wow, this is looking pretty bad for Prince fans. 15 to 3, 4, 16 to 4 so far, 16 to 5, 16 to 6, wow, this is I was expecting this to be a little bit closer. Few people might be on that 10, 15 second lag. That's fine. We're going to call it. It is Queen, and no disrespect to all the other people out there, but another one bites the dust. Queen walks away as your champions. I have a lot of puns there. You get it? Because, yeah, they're the champions. All right, so all the people that are out there right now that voted Queen as the greatest 80s band of all time, give me your favorite Queen song of all time. Just want to know. Queen just absolutely rocked it. I mean, they'll rock you. All right, give me your favorite Queen song. We Are the Champions, says April. Timothy wants to know if Queen's was... Yes, Queen was an 80s band. Under Pressure. Yeah, a little Freddie Mercury and David Bowie. Crazy Little Thing Called Love. I Gotta Be Cool, Relax. Another one bites the dust, another one bites the dust. Bohemian Rhapsody, very good. Prince of the Universe. The Show Must Go On, Don't Stop Me Now. So we got some real Queen fans here. So Somebody to Love. I mean, if you start seeing some of the choices being typed up there, it's not just one song. So I can definitely see why Queen won. I mean, there are definitely some Queen connoisseurs out there. I feel good about that. Awesome stuff. All right, thanks everybody. Appreciate all. Jeff is like, Purple Rain's my favorite Queen song. All right, gotcha. Shani D says 90s. So if you guys want to start with Random Things next Tuesday and you want to do a 90s showdown, then give me a quick 999 in chat. If you're interested in kind of continuing this next week, starting over with a brand new list of 32, and we'll go through the entire month and we'll narrow it down. If you guys would like to see 90s and you're okay with that, just give me a quick 999, and I'll add it to the slate because I like this segment, and it'll definitely get some bands out there that people have probably not heard about in a long time. I already have some ideas of who would be up there. All right, looks like, yeah, I think we got some people want to jump in here for that. Awesome, and we'll definitely do it. We'll have some fun with that. All right, we're going to wind this segment down with a couple things. One, I'm going to give away an iTunes card, and as I started with this, I did not pick up any Google Play cards, so if you're on Google Play Store, don't participate. Unless you want to win, if you know somebody that can use an iTunes card, then you can win. I'll send you the code. So let me tell you a little bit of the rules with how this is going to work. I'm going to ask a trivia question, and I'll give you what the trivia question is about in a little bit. It's not going to be one of those speed rounds that you can immediately Google. And if you win, you have two choices of how you can collect your card. Only two choices. Do not ask me to send the code in comments, because I'm not going to do that. So number one, you can go on to YouTube and you can message me. You can send me a private message on YouTube and I will send you the code. The reason I'm asking for this is because if you do it that way, then I know who the user is. It's easy for me to do that. Number two, if you have me added on Kick, and my Kick ID is KILZHOT, then I can take a picture of the iTunes card, the code, and send it over to you, and then you can use it. So it's a $10 iTunes card. We're only going to do one tonight. We're going to continue to add these. We're going to do iTunes cards on some of these. We might not do it always on Random Things, because I don't know that we're going to do it every week. But we are randomly going to throw some things out there. We're also going to hit some milestones as well. We have some t-shirts in production that we're going to be working on very soon, and 999 Army shirts. So there's going to be a chance for you to win some of those. So we're going to start doing it tonight with just one trivia question, and then we're going to start doing it for milestones. So as some of the other channels hit 500 subscribers, this channel is almost at 70,000 subscribers. So once we hit 70,000, we're going to give away a lot of stuff. So we're only about a week away from that, and by a lot of stuff, we might give away, I don't know, a couple $100 worth of gift cards, some prizes, a bunch of stuff, just because that's a big deal to me. That's a big milestone that we've been working toward. And also, it's just a chance. A lot of you guys, not only are you subscribers, you're regular subscribers. You're a part of the live streams. You're a part of the channel. So I do want to do something kind of along those lines. With that being said, this is not going to be an easy thing for you to win, because the way we're doing this contest tonight is we have 999 Gaming, 999 Comics, 999 Spoilers, 999 Sports, and 999 Plays. So I'm going to ask a trivia question from one of those channels. And if you didn't watch the videos, you probably won't know the answer to the trivia. If you did and you watch them, you stand a better chance. So next week, if we do 2 or 3 gift cards, I may say, hey, what's the first fish I caught in this game on 999 Plays? And if you watch, then you'll know. So you got to do a little bit of research. So here's the question, and this is the only one we're going to do tonight if you get it. If you don't get it, then I'll ask another one. So this is for $10, so this is like real money. I know it's not a lot of money, but it's still free. All you got to do is answer a question. Okay, hopefully you guys are ready. All right, there's a little bit of a pause there. So I was playing a new game that was recommended this week. It's a new game for me. It's called Last Day on Earth. And I was actually playing it on 2 different channels. But I played it on the Chill with Kill segment on Sunday that many of you were there for. So look, this isn't even another channel. But there could be future questions on other channels. People are like, get to the question, Kills. So in that, there was a incident where another player was chasing me. And he had the name of a very popular video game. And I said, I'm going to write this guy's name down, and I'm going to go back and attack him. What was his name in the video game that he was named after? You might get this. This is pretty easy. So the first person that gets it wins. And it's the only one we're giving away tonight. So you're right. I had no pants in the game. I had boxers. They were shorts. Water did keep killing me. All right, so some of you guys know. All right, you're there. You're right there with it. Deerskin undies. It wasn't Pac-Man. It wasn't Pac-Man. It's a good guess. There it is. Zane Thomas. Got it. God of War is the guy that was chasing me down. So very good. Zane Thomas wins a $10 iTunes card. It was God of War. Was the PvP guy that was chasing me. And I said, I'm going to write his name down, and I'm going to go back, and I'm going to kill him. So very good. Awesome. So Zane Thomas, you saw the rules a little bit earlier. Message me on YouTube under the name, obviously, Zane Thomas. Go to my main page, send a message, and then I will send you this code. Or if you've got me on Kick, just message me on Kick, and we'll get to that. So see, guys, pretty simple. You guys hang out. We'll do some of these, and we'll give a little bit back to our subscribers. It's going to be a little bit tougher when we start giving away shirts, because we'll give away a shirt or we'll give away 2 shirts or something. They're going to be harder questions. The only thing I can say is start to check out a couple of the videos now. Watch the videos. You don't have to take notes and learn everything. They won't be real detailed Easter eggs in the beginning, but as we get to better prizes, there will be some Easter eggs that are definitely in there. So good job with that, Zane. Appreciate you watching and paying attention to some of the stuff that was going on. If I wouldn't have looked it up, I don't even know if I would have been able to answer that question. So very good job with that. Hey, thanks everybody. Zane, message me when you get a chance, and I'm glad it popped in your head. I appreciate everything that you guys do. I know we ran the show for about an hour tonight. If you guys, tomorrow night we will have Wednesday Walkers. We'll have some spoilers for that. Thursday, time permitting, we'll get back to our top 9 at 9. I know it's kind of iffy. We do that sometimes, we don't. I've been putting it off for a little while just because some other things come up. But we got so many things going on the channel. 999 Sports. You'll see uploads. Sunday you saw uploads with comics. You saw gaming. That's kind of the way the channels are going to work. So if you're subscribed to all, you'll get the notifications, and hopefully it's something that you guys like and want to pay attention to. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate everything that you guys do. Do me a favor as we wind this thing down. Type a quick 999 in chat. Let me get some shout-outs on the way out the door, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. So want to say what's up to Easy Man, also Shanny D, a.k.a. Little Michonne. Also want to say happy birthday to Lynn the Zombie Fox. Lynn, happy birthday. It's not my job on your birthday anymore. It's not my job on your birthday. Jenna, thanks for being here. Northside Queen, thanks for being here. Who else we got in the house? Give me a quick 999. Jeff Kerrigan, what's up? What's up? Steph Cuervo, Queen Richardson, AJ Jepson, April Russell, Salem Blue, Emmy Desiree Bacon. Thank you. Mr. Midnight. Mr. Midnight, you cracked me up, especially with, I think it was the Debbie Gibson reference. You will not be forgotten. Rusty Shackelford, thanks for being here. Tommy, the Sweet Ass Enforcer, McCandless. Kel says smile, who I always forget. Kel does an awesome job, too. Dark Angel, thank you for being here as well. Who else we got? Gene Atkins. Thanks, Gene. Walani. I see you, Walani. Rick Grimes. What's up, man? Hey, we'll get there. Eventually, you know what? Who knows? If we don't get to 1 million subs, we'll get to 70,000. We'll get to 80,000. We'll enjoy the 70 or 80,000 we have. We don't have to do crazy stuff in order to get them. We're going to build our family the right way. Thanks for being here, Said. Also, Chevy V. Diane Estes, thank you. Good seeing you. Bye. Wilson in the house. Wilson's all about that pepper spray. Jenna, do you remember what I was singing? Hey, thank you, Lindsay. Appreciate you being here as well. Thanks for all your comments, everything you do for the channel. Israel Marion, what's up? What is up, Izzy? Good seeing you again, man. Appreciate you being a part of the 999 Army. And as Tommy said, make sure you pepper spray that like... Oh, that wasn't Tommy. I think that was Steph. Come on, I know I got a couple of people on lag. I don't feel like I shouted out everybody. So I know there's a couple more that I might have missed. And also, if I ever miss you, keep in mind, like, my mind is going back and forth, so I'm jumping over to the screen, and sometimes I get like 20, and then 2 or 3 people will type, or they only say it once, and I miss you guys. But if I ever do miss you, just understand it's never personal. Sometimes I overlook it. When the video goes live, you guys can get over, just leave some comments on the video as well. That would be awesome. Even if you watch the video, just leave some comments on it. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and things that we can improve upon. Hey, thanks everybody. Congratulations once again to Zane Thomas, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. There's going to be Wednesday walkers. We'll have some hidden clues videos will be posted on this channel, and you might see some gaming videos later on tonight on the Plays channel, and I owe you guys a comic read soon as well. So Julie Bellamy, just in time, just under the radar. Thanks everybody. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.